Hari Om. Welcome to Monday Energizer Week 8. How is the Josh? How is the energy? I hope you all are doing well and seeing the difference in your energy levels. Let us start. So, welcome to Week 8 of Monday Energizer. How was your last week? How is the energy level? That is what I asked you. So, now you know where you stand. Are you ready to take your game to next level? First of all, we will see what we covered in the last 7 weeks. And before that, we will go through our code of honor, principles that keeps us grounded and makes us spiritually wealthy. So welcome to Spiritually Wealthy. These are the principles that we follow and which gives us a strong foundation. First is Viveka. In spiritual sense, Viveka means Atma Anatma Viveka. In general terms, it is common sense. We have to apply our common sense and act accordingly into the world. I will give you the example of speed. If you are working in the world, you have to be fast to get the results. And if you are working on the inner self, you have to slow down. So we have to apply our common sense in each area of our life to get the best results out of it. Second is self-reliance. Self-reliance in all aspects of life. Third principle is compassion. Compassion for all. Compassion for myself so that I can learn. Compassion for others so that I can teach. Integrity. Integrity in thoughts, words, action. What I think I say and what I say I do. Last but not least is truth. We have to reach to the truth. That is the self, that is the Paramatman, that is the God, whatever name you give. To know the truth and abide in it is our goal. So these are the principles which gives us strong foundation and spiritually wealthy. At spiritually wealthy, we have 3 levels to cross. First is the war zone, second is garden zone, and third one is liberation zone. Now, what are these zones and how to apply for the courses? In the below description link, you will find our webinar details. Join the webinar, you will get all the details about the 3 levels and how to conquer them. We have only one goal, and that is liberation. Financial liberation through digital media and spiritual liberation through Advaita Vedanta. I once again repeat, our goal is liberation, financial liberation using digital media and spiritual liberation through Advaita Vedanta and other spiritual practices. Coming back, now we come to all the journey of 7 weeks. Week number 1, we started a 10-week journey to build our commitment muscle. How much committed we are and how steadfast we are in our practices, in our sadhana. This is to improve our qualification, which is called Samadhi Shatka Sampatti. I repeat once again, Shama, Dama, Uparama, Titiksha, Shraddha and Samadhana. In our 10 weeks journey, we will improve all the qualifications for a spiritual seeker and all this Samadhi Shatka Sampatti, that is the qualifications. When improved, you also improve in world and worldly achievements. Week number 1, our word was certainty. Are you certain about your thoughts? Are you certain about your decision? So week number 1 was certainty. Week number 2 is awareness. Week number 3 is encouraging vocabulary. How is your words? How are your words? They are fragrant or stinking. In case you are missing something, you can always go back to this week number 1, week number 2, 3 and check those videos once again. Week number 4. Week number 4 word is kindness with boundaries. When you say yes, you say out of love. When you say no to people, say out of love. Week number 5, we saw there are 3 kind of people. The first one is ordinary, second one is extraordinary, and third one is great. How to measure that? So we have our habit tracker, and this is our scoring system. Those who are under 20 are ordinary, those between 21 to 26 extraordinary, and 27, 28 is great. Now the scoring, we can always improve. We have to keep in our mind that today I am ordinary, I have to go to extraordinary next week and to great next week. Today if I am great, it is not always certain that once you reach the great you will stay there. So we have to put forth effort to stay there, and week after week we have to check continuously, consistently, persistently which level we are in, and we should not disappoint by the level which we get. We always have to motivate ourselves to go to the next level. We have to from ordinary to extraordinary, extraordinary to great, and we have to find our greatness in all areas of life. So this is our 7-week journey. We are now at week number 8. So in week number 5, there are 3 kinds of people that we see. Week number 6 words we saw: amplified energy and JALSA. How to achieve amplified energy, that we saw in week number 6. And we saw the meaning of JALSA, how to evaluate JALSA. Because ultimately we all want happiness, we all want bliss, we all want calmness, we all want that peaceful mind, that internal bliss, which is our true nature. So how to reach there? We saw the amplified energy and JALSA. If you want to refer to that video, you can always go back and check that video. Week number 7, or listen to our podcast. Week number 7 word is learned optimism. Law of destiny and law of karma. How the law of destiny is part of law of karma, and how law of karma gives us the power to achieve anything. That we saw in week number 7. Now how is the Josh? After learning so many things, so many doubts must have been cleared. If you have any other doubts, type in the chat, send me a WhatsApp message. I will really happy to answer your questions. Now you are here because you want to learn. You are here because you have put your money, time and effort in improving yourself. You are here because you bought the courses from Spiritually Wealthy. Or if you want to invest in the courses, you are most welcome. If you are watching this or listening to this, you are already spiritually wealthy. Let us start this week's word. So what is this week's word? Next 2 videos may be much longer. At Spiritually Wealthy, we start strong and we finish stronger. So let's amplify our energy and up the game. I once again ask you, check your energy level, whether you are feeling great or not. Now you are going to dive deeper. Let us start our journey to greatness. Week number 8, today's word. Today's word is forgiveness. This is very important quality of forgiveness. We are going to dive deep into it. I love this topic. This topic is very near to my heart. And because of forgiveness, I can heal myself completely. And this process is always going on. What kind of wounds come up from which area of our life we don't know, but we should continuously heal ourselves. And forgiveness is the best tool to heal ourselves. It is said, Kshama balama shaktanam bhushanam kshama, kshama vashikrute loke, kshamaya kim na siddhyati. The meaning, Forgiveness is the power of powerless. Forgiveness adorns the powerful. Forgiveness has controlled this entire world, and what cannot be achieved by forgiveness. So, Kshama balam shaktanam bhushanam kshama, kshama vashikrute loke kshamaya kim na siddhyati. What cannot be achieved by forgiveness? Let us start forgiving people. What you are doing is not stopping you, but what you are not doing is a hurdle. Think about it. What you are doing is not stopping you. You are already doing it, but what you are not doing is a hurdle. What kind of baggage that we are carrying that is holding us back? So we are trying to climb a mountain carrying a lot of baggages on our shoulder. We have so many things from our past on our shoulder, and this is holding us back. Or we are in a boat where the anchor is not lifted. If you are in a boat where anchor is not lifted, what will happen? You can't move. Your all energy is wasted, energy is drained, and yet you do not achieve anything. So what are these anchors? These anchors are of non-verified belief. This anchor is of expectations, unnecessary expectations. We have to expect, but unnecessary expectations, doubts, ego, anger, ignorance, greed, envy, laziness, attachment, past, jealousy, anxiety, selfishness, suspicions need to be appreciated. We want appreciation in everything. That is not possible every time that you get appreciated for everything. There are so many things which I have to understand that this is my duty and I am doing it as my duty. There is no praise for that. Prejudice, desires, wrong desires. Desire in itself is not wrong, but desiring wrong thing is an anchor. Fear, desire in opposite directions. I wanted to do this and I don't want to do this. This kind of desire is an anchor. Opposite desires are anchor. Fear. Fear is the biggest anchor. Whether I will be able to do it, I will be able not be able to do it, I will be able to survive, I will be succeed. These are all fears, pride, narratives, gratification, fake gurus, assumptions, delusions, and above all, worry. We keep on worrying about the things, but we don't take actions. So these are all the anchors, and if you find, list out which are the anchors which you have to lift so that your boat is sailing effortlessly. So these anchors we have to remove. We have to remove all the baggages from our shoulder that we can climb with success and move towards our goal. Our journey becomes journey of a treadmill. If we are running so much, but we are not reaching anywhere, we do not want that. We do not want to lose our energy by anchoring ourselves with all those anchors. We do not want to have more baggages, and we do not want to have our journey of treadmill. We are starting at point A and we want to reach point B. So we have to be careful that we leave all these baggages, we lift our anchors, and we sail our boat smoothly. So for doing that, what we will do is we will start with a different kind of mindset today. The main thing is heart, and heart we need to heal, and that is by forgiveness. Uday Heart was a different person. Now you are a different person. You are watching this video or listening to the podcast, and now you are healing yourself. You have decided to move on. Today, you are a very different person. So every hurt that you have strengthens you. Every hurt which you have gone through has made you strong, and today you are far more strong. Someone could do whatever they did to you because you trusted them. Someone could hurt you because you trusted them. Now you had an experience and learned your lesson. No one can do that twice. Today you are a far more intelligent and far more smart. I don't believe in forgive and forget. No. You have to forgive, but you have to remember what has happened and you have to learn the right lesson. Forgiving is not giving permission to do the same thing again to you. Forgiveness with the boundaries. Forgiveness is always with boundaries. If someone hurts you once, then it is their fault. If someone hurts you twice, then it is your fault. It is a reminder that I must not trust. Because you trusted them, they can hurt you. Once you are hurt, you have to remember what that hurt is. And you should not allow that thing to happen twice. What was wrong, you have to analyze and correct it. Now, if they are hurting you once again, then they have to earn the trust. Do not give the trust to the cheap people because it does not belong to cheap people. When you trust someone, check. And when you check and trust fully. If you get a bad experience out of it, learn the lesson and move on. But you learn that lesson clearly. Take your time to trust. Once you trust, don't doubt. If someone hurts you third time, you have not learned the right lesson. So first time it is their fault, second time it is your fault. And third time, if someone hurts you, then you have not learned your lesson. You have not analyzed the situation. You have not analyzed the people. We say we should not judge people, but in this kind of situation, when you feel hurt, where your emotions are hurt, where you are mentally disturbed or physically hurt, you have to analyze people, you have to analyze situation, learn the right lesson and stop them. If you are repeatedly hurt in the same cycle, you do not have courage to say stop. You have to stand up and say stop. This is required. This is very much required when you want to take care of yourself for self-love. Forgiveness should be with the boundaries. Forgive and move on. And forget happens naturally. If you take care of yourself, if you say stop, if you say no to whatever the things which is not serving you well, then forget becomes naturally and you will be achieving a happy state naturally. You cannot forget consciously. You have to allow the things, you have to pour in more and more positive things into your life, forget and move on. And then cut the cord. Cut the cord. Once you are done with forgiving, cut the cord. And this forgiving, you don't need to go to people and ask for forgiveness or forgive them. You can do this at mental level, soul to soul level. We'll see it. So every day this week before going to bed, first thing, make a list of people you need to forgive. And second thing is make a list of people you ask forgiveness from. Both the things are important. There is no need to do this physically, as I said. You imagine their soul, imagine your soul, and soul to soul. You need to forgive, you forgive, and whenever you seek forgiveness, you seek forgiveness. And physically, if you can do that, there is nothing better than that. Today I say, or in past, so if you have said something to someone, and if you have hurt someone, seek forgiveness from them. And seek forgiveness. This is what I said, and please forgive me if I have hurt you. And mentally forgive people those who have hurt you and learn the right lesson from that. There is a next level to it. Ask for the forgiveness from the one that actually hurt you. So, how to do this? It is something in me that has, so now, this is not to become doormat, where anyone can wash their feet and move on. No. First of all, we should have courage, we should have confidence, we should have the strength, because asking for forgiveness and forgiving people both require tremendous amount of strength. So we should have that strength and courage in us. Now, how to move to the next level? Next level is to understand that someone has misbehaved with us. First, forgive them, and second, ask for forgiveness from them. Something in me that has triggered you to behave like that, please forgive. This is for the evolved souls. This is a next level thing. And if you think you are not at that level, don't practice this. Please forgive me, that word does not teach you how to be. Or this can be a mental level. Somebody misbehaved with you, seek their forgiveness. Please forgive me, I don't know, the word does not teach you how to behave with me. Please forgive me, I intimidated you as I come around you. Please forgive me that I am bringing you the jealousy and comparison. I am seeking forgiveness because something happened to you because of my presence in your life. So if you are daughter-in-law and if you seek forgiveness from mother-in-law, sorry, I am in your territory. Sorry, I make you feel lesser. Sorry, you feel insecure around me. And finally, thank them. Thank you for teaching me a lesson. I get my lesson because of you, that this thing hurts me. And I will take care that I don't allow you to do that next time. Thank you for teaching me that I should be more proud who I am. Thank you for teaching me I need more self-esteem. Thank you for teaching me to value myself more before I teach you to value me. Thank you, God, for sending them as a disguised angels. And when there is no charge left, there is nothing left. If you close your eyes, visualize them, visualize that situation, and it is not disturbing you anymore, cut the cord. Cut the cord and you will be relieved. So we have level 1. Level 1 is to forgive people. Level 2 is ask for forgiveness, and level 3 is ask for forgiveness from one who actually hurt you. You should be forgiving them, but you are asking for forgiveness. In one of the Oprah shows, she brought the woman who forgave the children's murderer. So you can understand which kind of forgiveness, which level of forgiveness they must have. Now here we are talking about the daily things, daily routine things, and we have, as we said, one of the anchor is ego. So don't bring the ego in between and forgive people, seek forgiveness. The only one who is perfect is God. And when you are not forgiving someone, you are allowing to become that God. So we don't want people to become God and perfect. We have to forgive, we have to forget. Now what are the results? We all want results. What are the results of forgiving? Now people start losing weight. When they forgive, they start losing weight. People get new opportunities. When they mentally forgive, they get new opportunities. People start receiving money. Ego. Now, ego don't like to forgive. Ego don't like to seek forgiveness. By forgiving and seeking forgiveness, we are reducing our ego. We are reducing our ego, and as ego is gone up, that anchor is lifted and your boat will move faster. You take forgiveness to a level where your ego cannot play with you. You win the intellectual battle, which is the true victory. Everyone will lose power over you, and no one can control you if you forgive them. Now you will feel different in your body. This is the result. You will feel really different in your body when you forgive, when you move on. We want to hold on to the heart, and letting it go makes us really free. It is a process. It is a continuous process, and you have to forgive till you are relieved. You are free from that situation. That situation or person does not bring any agitation in your mind. Then you are free from that. So understanding the other human. Humans make mistakes. hurt people hurt people. They themselves are wounded. They themselves are hurt, and that is why they are spreading their hurt. We have to cut that. We have to cut that sequence. We have to break that sequence of hurt. Once you heal yourself, forgive them, then you are not going to continue with that sequence. No one is personally against you, me, or us. So no one is personally against us. It is their hurt which is making them hurt us. Bless them. Again, coming back to result of forgiving, abundance is not coming as you are holding on. If you are not getting the money, if you are not getting the results, introspect where what you are holding on to. And as you forgive, as you move on, you will see abundance coming. As you forgive, you move from the judgmental to non-judgmental. When we stop judging people, we make our frequency to law of attraction. And when we start forgiving, we connect with the higher universe, God, and abundance start flowing to us. Those who are practicing law of attraction, this is a very important factor. You have to forgive and move on. Without that, you will not able to attract what you want to attract. Now you have to promise to forgive. This is what is required from you. Just type in the comment box, I promise to forgive. You measure the strength based on the people you forgive. It is the highest strength taking exercise. And you have to become victim to victim. So this is the process. First, forgive, then seek forgiveness. And third level is seek forgiveness, those who have hurt you. These are the third level. Promise me to forgive. What are the actions now? 100% commitment. I know some of you will still hold on to your anger, the grudge, and pain. If you don't forgive and if you don't practice this exercise, it will not help you in longer run or shorter run too. You will be continuously having a spiral of that situation, spiral of that person. You have to move on. Make a list of people you need to forgive, and second, make a list of people you ask forgiveness from. If you don't have anyone, then forgive politicians. Forgive Zelensky and Putin for putting us on war. Forgive China for spreading COVID. Forgive the world leaders and even non-living things. If you hit a sofa and hurt, forgive that sofa. Bless the sofa. Anyone you are judging needs to be forgiven. Anyone, if you are judging, just seek forgiveness. Caution. Apply your first value, that is common sense. As I first said, for taking decision, you have to judge. So you have to judge the fire in case you want to cook. If you want to cook, you have to judge the fire, which kind of flame you want. And the same way, if you want to forgive, you have to judge people, you have to judge the situation. So a common sense is very much needed. You cannot blindly say that, oh, I am forgiving everyone, and I am not getting the right lesson, and allow that person to hurt you once again. So use your common sense, learn the right lesson, say stop whenever it is needed. This video will be available on the Spiritually Wealthy YouTube channel, and also don't forget to subscribe the channel and click the bell icon. This is also available on Ruchir Thakkar podcast. Listen to the podcast. Email us if you have any queries. Join our webinar. Link is given in the below. You will learn what are the 3 levels that we conquer at Spiritually Wealthy. Magic can happen every minute. You have to be aware. Thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you all. Wish you all the very best. Stay blessed. Hari Om. Okay.